report from the night game, where, as you can see, it's a partly cloudy day. Check it out on the NBC later tonight. Commanders, Bucs. Sarah Walsh, take it away.
Well, this week, Rich, Todd Bowles listed the ways in which Jayden Daniels can beat you. He said with his legs, with his arm, from the pocket, outside the pocket. There's no shortage of respect for the rookie that began his NFL journey just 4 months ago right here in Tampa. That was a game the Bucs won, but Daniels did damage with his legs. He ran for 88 yards in that game. He had 2 rushing touchdowns in that game. So Todd Bowles said the challenge is to be disciplined without holding his guys back, because you don't want them not to be rushing the passer. I talked to starting corner Zion McCollum, who said they have to be prepared to cover not for 3 or 4 seconds, but for 6 or 8, because Daniels can extend the play. It should help. They're going to get starting safety Antoine Winfield Jr. back, and also starting corner Jamel Dean, because this is a Bucs pass defense that ranked just 29th in the league this year, Rich.
Sarah, the 69% complete percentage, most by a rookie. The 891 rush yards, most by a rookie. 12 passing touchdowns in the fourth quarter overtime, most by a rookie. 28.5 points per game, most by a team with a rookie quarterback. Thus, we ask a question, Kurt Warner: can this decorated defense in Tampa contain the rookie quarterback?
Well, let's ask that guy who's part of that defense. Your defense. Can I say your defense?
Yeah, sure.
Being a Bucs fan, can Levante David and company slow down this unbelievable young rookie in Jayden Daniels?
Yeah, I believe they can, but they have to be extremely disciplined because they use them in so many different ways. I'll show you what I mean. Here's a design run. You see Levante call it out right now. Now, the key points are Vita and Antoine Winfield. Vita holds point. Antoine Winfield creates a pile, nowhere to go. I always talk about pressure up the middle. Everybody's in place, but Vita's the key. Get pressure up the middle on the quarterback right now, no step-up lane. This is where they can get in trouble. I understand this is a screenplay, but you got to keep eyes on the quarterback at all times. Lose sight of him, and he can run. Jayden Daniels, he models his game after a guy like Lamar Jackson, and he can beat you the same way that Lamar can. They have to keep eyes on him and be disciplined at all times. You heard Coach say it. We got to be disciplined.
Yeah.
Or he can kill us with his feet.
Yeah, there are going to be so many keys. I'm going to talk a little bit about the red zone later, because he's been really good in the red zone. But maybe, for me, the most important point is nobody likes to blitz more than Todd Bowles and the Bucs. Yeah, right. Second in the National Football League in the percentage of times that they blitz. And it's a lot of times feast or famine, right? They get 22 sacks, top 5 in the league. They've given up over 1,800 yards passing when they blitz as well. And so when they blitz, who wins? Does the defense win? Does Jayden Daniels win in those situations? To me, is going to be huge in who advances in this game, Rich.
Thank you very much, Kurt. Greatly appreciate it. The last rookie quarterback to win a playoff game on the road was when Russell Wilson outdueled RG3 back in 2012. Both Jayden Daniels and Bo Nix will...
Well, Jayden Daniels says the focus may be a little bit more, but at this point, you don't change who you are. And who the rookie has been this year is a revelation for a Washington team trying to win its first postseason game in almost 2 decades. Tonight features 2 top 5 scoring offenses, but Baker Mayfield says throw that out the window. This is now about who makes the play that matters when it counts. Now to Ian Rappaport.
Thanks, Sarah. One of the subplots for the Washington Commanders relates to the coaching carousel. Cliff Kingsbury, of course, former Arizona Cardinals head coach, offensive coordinator for the Washington Commanders, has 2 interview requests that he could take after this game, likely the middle of the week. One from the New Orleans Saints, certainly an intriguing one. The other from the Chicago Bears, who very famously did not hire him last year as an offensive coordinator, would have paired him with Caleb Williams. Instead, of course, he went to the Commanders. That'll be a fascinating topic to come up during the interview with the Bears. The potential, though, pairing with Caleb Williams if he does get that job. Meanwhile,
try to take Russell off of that last category. Take it away, Cam Wolf.
Rich, Von Miller got emotional talking to me this week about the full circle moment that is today. He's playing his former team, the Broncos, in their first playoff game since they won the Super Bowl 50 when he was the MVP. He said, I'll play this game with love, not hatred. He said, it'll be similar to the Penguin did to Victor Aguilar or Nino Brown did to G Money in New Jack City. I just got to take them out, but I love them. Von Miller also will bring the Bills a huge pass rush boost. He has the highest pressure rate in the NFL since their Week 12 bye, and he is heating up. He told me that he got stem cell surgery during the season, and it takes 2 months to heat up. Finally, it's kicking in. He said this won't be his final season. He'll play next year, whether Buffalo or elsewhere, but he wants to get that ring now. And one final thing, he's close with Pat Surtain, a Broncos corner. Surtain told him this week, it's our time now. We're coming to get it. You had your time in Denver. Back to you, Rich.
Thanks, Cam. As any defense that's had a close encounter with Josh Allen this year knows, his last name is only one letter off from the word alien, as Sean McVay referred to him after being one of only 3 head coaches to actually walk off a field victorious against him this season, and in a game in which Allen accounted for an otherworldly 6 touchdowns to boot, which is the only thing Allen didn't do with the football that day. All that said, the possible MVP quarterback starts his 11th career playoff game, still trying to boldly take the Bills to where he and they have never gone before, to the winner's podium at the Super Bowl.
You see, Josh Allen is an alien. Some of the stuff that he can do and the things that he can create.
Starts with Josh Allen. He is a big play waiting to happen.
This is something different. This is an alien that we didn't know anything about.
He's an alien, isn't he? It's just a physical specimen, man. Let's go! Spectacular touchdown! And the lead. Oh, the play of the year!
Are you kidding me? Reaching for the pylon.
The alien, Josh Alien Allen.
He's an alien. They do freak-type things.
Right. Yeah. You gotta love that name, Alien. It's gonna stick. Cool. It definitely will stick, don't you think?
Sometimes the aliens die at the end, Mooch. You know, at the end of the movie, they almost always die.
The only
one that lives is E.T. because he goes home. He's got to go to Kansas City, right?
Yeah, they beat Kansas City already.
Yeah, and in January.
Well, this year. Well, you know what? Hey, let me ask you this.
Yes.
Is this guy going to need another Josh Alien kind of performance for these Bills to get back to that Super Bowl?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah?
Yeah, to get to the first one. I just look at it this way. He's been through this 6 times now.
Okay.
Bills have been in the playoffs 6 times in a row. It's the longest streak in franchise history, second longest streak in the league. It's the best O-line he's ever had.
Yeah.
It's the best running game he's ever had.
Okay.
It's not kind of an if not now when, I think. It's the best season he's ever had, and it's mixed with probably the weakest Patrick Mahomes has ever had.
Okay.
I understand the AFC's a gauntlet, Mooch. Welcome to the AFC in 2025. What do you think?
I think, but, you know, early in the season when they lost a couple receivers, Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs, I was like, oh, geez. All right, so who's going to be the guy? And then they lost a bunch in the secondary. All those experienced guys are very young back there. Hey, who's Milano? Their guy. Yeah. And so I'm going, oh, geez, maybe this is going to be a year away for this team right here. But nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. All right, because here we go again, and this team's already beaten the champs once this year. Look at that play. That's my favorite play of the year in the snow. But, you know, this guy's bigger than everybody in the secondary and every linebacker. He's Superman. He puts his cape on in the locker room before he comes out. I can't wait for this guy to come out and play again.
They've tried it a bunch with Diggs and Davis. They tried that. They tried a whole bunch of times to say, get out of here. They're not even supposed to be here right now. They're supposed to go 6-11 this year. I think this year it's an if not now when. You only get so many chances. They've had a bunch of them. This is the one, I think.
All right. Could be.
I still do. I still think Buffalo, Detroit. I've said it from the get-go.
All right. Rich, you take it back.
Hey, Cam, all eyes on both quarterbacks here today for Jordan Love dealing with the elbow injury to his throwing arm suffered last week. He had his best day of practice Friday. No restrictions for him. For Jalen Hurts, hasn't played in a game in 21 days. The week 16 concussion, but I'm told had a fantastic week of practice. No limitations for him. Right now, we're going to go to Tampa. Sarah Walsh, take it away.
Vikings-Rams from Monday night was, of course, moved to Arizona due to the wildfires in Los Angeles. I talked to Cardinals owner Michael Bidwill last night just about this entire situation. First of all, he told me ticket demand has been just crazy. They are sold out. He compared it to Taylor Swift-like demand. Certainly was pleased with that. The Cardinals did everything they could for the families of the Rams players, coaches, and personnel, including where do you find babysitters, where's the nearest ice cream parlor, and what is the best way to occupy and help these families. Bidwill also told me, Rich, it'll probably be a little painful for him to hear whose house, Rams house, as they turn their stadium into a Rams home game, but certainly it is the right thing to do.
Yes, that's right. Football is family, right? So...
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. He'll get this to about the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Daniels. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Daniels. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. That is caught, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9. Play action, now it's Daniels. Sliding out of the pocket. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Daniels looking to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Throwing now is Daniels. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Eagle, 60 Eagle. Bravo 80.
To the air goes Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Start.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Ready, set.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Let's go now.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. He's into the secondary, and he is into the end zone for a Commanders touchdown. Terry McLaurin from 8 yards out, and the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and